الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن سيدنا ونبينا مولانا محمدًا عبده ورسوله أرسله الله تعالى بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله وكفى بالله شهيدا. أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وإن خير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وإن شر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. All praise for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and peace and blessings upon his prophets and messengers, all the prophets and messengers of Allah, from the time of Adam alayhi salam to Nuh alayhi salam, Ibrahim alayhi salam, Musa alayhi salam, Isa alayhi salam, and the last and final Prophet Muhammad salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi wa alayhim ajma'een. I bear witness that there is no God except Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi is last and final Prophet and Messenger. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, Ya ayyuhal ladina amanu ittaqullaha haqqa tuqatih wa la tamutunna illa wa antum muslimun. And he says, Ya ayyuhan nasu ittaqu rabbakum alladhi khalaqakum min nafsin wahidah wa khalaqa minha zawjaha wa bassa minhuma rijalan kasiran wa nisa'a wattaqullaha alladhi tasa'aluna bihi wal arham inna Allaha kana alaykum raqiba. And he says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu ittaqullaha wa qulu qawlan sadida yuslih lakum a'malakum wa yaghfir lakum dhunubakum wa man yuti'i Allaha wa rasulahu faqad faza fawzan 'azima. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is commanding us, telling us that we should be aware of Him, we should be conscious of Him, we should fear Him, we should obey Him, we should be thankful to Him. All these are the meanings of taqwa. It's nice to be back and to see you after 3 weeks absence. I would like to say a few things about my visit to India. My visit was for family, to see the family members and also to participate in a conference. The conference was held in southern part of India, in the city of Bhatkal, and its theme was Da'wah, Islamic Da'wah, with a special reference to the work and contribution of a great scholar of Islam, may Allah bless his soul, Shaykh Abul Hasan Ali Nadawi, rahimahullah. He was a prolific writer. He was a spiritual person, a great thinker, a great writer. He was fluent in both Arabic and Urdu. In his speeches as well as in writing, he has produced more than 800 books and pamphlets. He passed away in December 1999. But his influence continues, his legacy continues. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless him and reward him for the good work that he did. The conference was held in the city of Bhatkal. This city is a coastal city in southern part of India, in the state of Karnataka. The city has large Muslim population. Majority of the people of the city are Muslims. Islam came to that area in the very first century by the Arab traders. The city is at Arabian Sea, at the coast of Arabian Sea. So it has communication for ancient times. And then when Islam came, then people came and they introduced Islam to the people there, and the local people accepted Islam. So it is had a large Muslim population. Muslims of Bhatkal are business people. It's a prosperous community. But most important thing is that they are very religious people. They are very devout Muslims. I doubt there is any city that has as many Huffaz as Bhatkal has, hundreds of Huffaz who has memorized the Quran, and people are simple, humble, hospitable, generous, and very loving and kind people. MashaAllah, may Allah bless them. They are very organized. They have more than 100 mosques in their city, and they all work together. Their masajid work together in harmony, in unity. Out of 100 mosques, they have selected 6 mosques for Friday prayers. They call them Jame Mosque, or the Juma Mosque. So that Friday prayer is not held in any mosque, but it held only in 6 mosques in the city, and that are selected by a committee, and people accept that. They do that in order to bring a large number of people every week to meet each other and know each other. That's the purpose of Friday. Otherwise, people come on every day, 5 times a day to pray. But Friday becomes a mega gathering, big gathering, so that's why they come there. They have a committee that decides their religious programs, festivals such as Ramadan and Eid and other things. They have a Sharia board which decides the personal matters, personal law issues such as marriage, divorce, inheritance, bequest, wills. All of these are decided by Sharia board, which is headed by several qadis, and their decision is final decision within, of course, the law, Indian law, which allows personal law of the people. So, mashallah, it's a very organized community. They have a very large number of graduates of Nadwatul Ulama. Nadwatul Ulama, as you know, is an institute of Islamic learning in northern part of India, in the city of Lucknow. And scholars from there, they study Quran and Hadith and Sunnah and Fiqh and all of these things. And Bhatkal has about 900 graduates of Nadwa. So most of the mosques, the imams are from Nadwa. The people who are heading the Qada, Islamic jurisprudence and judgment, they are from Nadwa. Many Islamic teachers of the Islamic schools are from Nadwa, so Nadwis are dominating the city. The people of Bhatkal are Shafi'is. They follow the Shafi'i school of fiqh, and they have a very beautiful style of working together, alhamdulillah. They are very generous to their institutions, contribute to their masajid. They have established schools and colleges, Islamic schools, Islamic colleges, and other programs that they have that. They love Sheikh Abul Hasan Ali Nadawi, who visited that city many times. And because of the hospitality of the people of that city, he used to say, you are not Bhatkal, but you are Baitul Kul. So he put it, revised the name of the city as Baitul Kul, the house of everybody, because people are so hospitable and kind. And the people there also love him. They have named several streets in his name. They have several schools and colleges in his name. And one of the beautiful things they have done is they have established an academy, Abul Hasan Ali Academy. And this academy has a library, has a museum, has many classes, lecture halls, and a very large printing facility for books. They publish many books. They have established curriculum for Islamic education that is used throughout the city, or throughout the state actually. And one of the beautiful programs that they have it is to introduce the seerah of the Prophet ﷺ to the people at large. So they announce a special award, which is with a big sum of money, several 100,000 rupees. They announce that for the people who write the best essay, any non-Muslim who write the best essay on the life of the Prophet ﷺ. And this is an annual program, and many people participate in that, hundreds and hundreds of young people from schools and other non-Muslims, Hindus, Christians, they participate in that program, and they announce the best essay and give the award for that. They told me that once they announce somebody as the first winner of the prize, and they asked him to come and take the prize, and he declined. And so they asked him, why are you declining the prize? He said, you have this prize for the non-Muslims, but after studying the seerah of the Prophet ﷺ, I became a Muslim, so I'm not qualified to take that award. So that shows that when people study the seerah of the Prophet ﷺ, it affects them. And they mentioned that, say that this is a wonderful program, and many other cities now in India are copying that. And they asked me if we can introduce something like that in America, and they will be very willing to help us on that. So this is wonderful work that is going on. Unfortunately, because of the work that is going on in that area, there are Islamophobes in India as well, who are influenced by the Islamophobes in America and in the West. And they are spreading rumors against this beautiful community. They call them a place of radicals, a place of people who are violent and all those things. There's no violence, there's no extremism, there's no radicalism. They are very peaceful people, and they establish good relations with the non-Muslim community, interfaith relations that were there. I was part of the conference was to invite officials and interfaith people, and they emphasize very much the work going on together. The theme of the conference was Da'wah. It was attended by more than 1,000 participants. About 400 scholars came from 10 different countries, from Bangladesh, Nepal, India, Burma, England, Canada, United States, and a number of other places. They were there. 180 papers were presented on different aspects of Dawah, methodology of Dawah, the necessity of Dawah, the universal message of Islam, mentioned that. And then also a special focus was on the style and methodology of Sheikh Abul Hasan al-Nadwi in presenting the Dawah of Islam. Sheikh Abul Hasan al-Nadwi had a very unique style. His style was academic. He was a scholar, so it was a very scholarly style, but at the same time it was simple, to the point, speaking to the people's heart and the people's mind. He was not only talking to the people's hearts and rationality, but also the emotions and the feelings of the people. So awatif were also included in his message. Spirituality he used to emphasize very much. And he was not to condemn people, anybody, but rather encourage them to understand each other. Several papers were presented. My paper was on his speeches that he gave when he visited America. In 1977, May and June of 1977, he visited America and Canada, and he delivered 20 speeches at various universities and colleges. And some of these speeches were delivered in Urdu, and some of them were delivered in Arabic, and I had the honor to translate some of them into English. The audience was Muslims and non-Muslims both, and these speeches are published in Urdu as well as in English. In English it is called From the Depth of the Heart in America, And in Urdu, it's called America mein saaf saaf baatein, clear talk in America. At one time, I remember, he delivered a message in Washington, very close to the White House, and he used the Quranic story of a person of the two gardens. وَضْرِبْ لَهُمْ مَثَلَ الرَّجُلَيْنِ جَعَلْنَا لِإِحْدَاهُمَا جَنَّتَيْنِ مِنْ أَعْنَابٍ وَحَفَفْنَاهُمَا بِنَهْرٍ وَجَعَلْنَا بَيْنَهُمَا زَرْعًا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in Surah Al-Kahf, give them the story of the person who has two gardens, and they were lush gardens, beautiful gardens, and his friend spoke to him and told him that لولا إذ دخلت جنتك قلت ما شاء الله لا قوة إلا بالله. Why do you not, when you enter your garden, say MashaAllah and say no power except the power of Allah? So taking a lesson from this story, he mentioned that here we have in America, eastern part of America, western part of America, like the two gardens, beautiful place. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given everything. But only thing that is missing is MashaAllah. If the people learn how to say MashaAllah, La quwwata illa billah, it will change the whole thing. So let me quote his statement. He said, "O citizens of the United States, my best wishes are for you. I do not grudge your attainments. I do not look at your progress with contempt. What I ask you most earnestly is only to add MashaAllah, wa la quwwata illa billah, to what you have. Subordinate your worldly possessions and phenomenal achievements to the will of God. Use it for the rebirth and redemption of mankind, and for the generation of an atmosphere of equality, fraternity, justice, and freedom from fear in the world. Let there be no distinction of race, color, or wealth between people. Use your enormous resources for reconstruction of the world. You will be thus helping yourself as well, for without it, your civilization cannot survive. Its days are numbered." So, emphasizing the positive and telling the people what is the way to remain prosperous and good, and praising the achievement, praising the good, but at the same time criticizing the mistakes and the wrong style. That was his style, and this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran. This is very much like what the Quranic message of da'wah is. "Ud'u ila sabili rabbika bil hikmati wal mau'izati al hasana wajadilhum billati hi ahsan. Inna rabbaka a'lamu biman huwa dhalla an inna rabbaka huwa a'lamu biman dhalla an sabilihi wa huwa a'lamu bil muhtadin." Invite all to the way of your Lord with wisdom and beautiful preaching, and argue with them in ways that are best and most gracious, for your Lord knows best who are strayed from his path and who receive guidance. So da'wah is to be presented with hikmah, with wisdom. And wisdom is amalu ma yanbaghi kama yanbaghi. Wisdom is the right way of speaking, doing what is appropriate the way it is appropriate. And so bil hikmah wal mau'izati al hasana, and give them good counseling, good speaking, that is not only affecting their mind, but also affecting their hearts. And when you discuss things, discuss them with reason, with good reason. وَجَادِلْهُمْ بِالَّتِي هِيَ أَحْسَنُ. So da'wah is to invite people, but it's not inviting people to a party. It is not inviting people to adopt an ethnic or cultural lifestyle. It is not to support a group or nation. Our da'wah is not to gain our own material and worldly benefits. Our da'wah is not to have power in the land or to take over the resources of other people. Our da'wah is and should be sincere and only that which Quran has told us. And the Quran uses the word da'wah, da'wah ila Allah, da'wah ila najat, da'wah ila al-huda, da'wah ila dar al-salam, da'wah ila sirat al-mustaqim, da'wah ila al-khair, da'wah ila sabil al-rabb, da'wah ila al-islam. Wherever the Quran mentions, he mentions this, that your da'wah is for Allah. You are inviting people towards salvation. You are inviting people to guidance. You are inviting people to the abode of peace. You are inviting people to the path of righteousness. You are inviting people to all that is good. You are inviting people to the way of the Lord. And you are inviting people to Islam. Islam is all of these things. That is the Islamic da'wah. And this da'wah has to be presented in the right way. After the conference, my brother and his wife came and joined us from Delhi. And so me and my wife and we together, we went to visit Goa. Goa is an area also not too far from Bhatkal. It was controlled by Portuguese for several centuries. From 16th century to 1961, it was under the control of Portuguese. Before that, it was a Muslim state. Portuguese came and they killed a lot of people. They say after Spain, the second Inquisition that Catholics committed was in Goa, where there a lot of massacre took place of Hindus as well as Muslims. So they ruled the country, they ruled the area for several centuries. But then in 1961, it became independent. It's part of the Indian Union. Large number of people there are Christians, but there are about 12% Muslims in Goa. So we visited Goa, and on Friday, we were looking for a place to go and pray Jummah prayer. So people told us that there is a Jama Masjid, not too far, so we took a taxi. And all of us, me and my wife and my brother and his wife, we went to pray Jummah prayer at the main mosque in the city. At the gate of the mosque, they stopped us and told us very politely, we have no place for women to pray. So we are in this masjid, large masjid, mashallah, beautiful masjid, but say we have no place for women to pray here. So we asked them, is there any other place where women can pray, where we have room for women to pray? So they told us, yes, there is another masjid, you can go there. So we went there, and the people were very warm, very nice. They have very nice arrangement for women's prayer. And so ladies went there, and I had conversation with the leadership of the masjid, with the imam, and he said, why don't you give the khutbah? So I gave the khutbah there, and I encouraged them. I spoke about the challenges that Muslims are facing in the world, and how Muslims should do, and what is the whole purpose of this conference, da'wah, that we have to do da'wah. And one of the important things is that we should prepare, men and women both, to learn Islam and to participate. And I'm glad that they have the masjid that's open for women. And women come in that masjid. So I told them, I encourage you and I congratulate you. And this is what we are emphasizing also in America. And this is how it should be done. So our sisters should be equally participating in the Islamic activities. Today, the people have so much propaganda against Islamic attitude towards women. And who can speak better than women? It is the women who have to speak up and defend Islam as themselves. So alhamdulillah, the community appreciated that. And after the prayer, we were invited to a nice lunch. And I was surprised that the leader who invited to his home very quickly, so prepared such a nice lunch. I said, how come you prepared such a nice lunch in a few minutes' notice? He said, we do that every Friday. Some visitors come and we bring them here to our home for lunch. May Allah bless them and reward them. Alhamdulillah, it was a wonderful experience to see Muslim brothers and sisters and their activities and their May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless them and reward them and protect them from all kind of challenges that they are facing. As I mentioned, the Muslims of India are a very large population, more than 200 million. Second largest number of Muslims of the world are in India. But at the same time, there are threats, there are challenges, there are issues and problems that Muslims are facing. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect the communities. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه الطيبين الطاهرين. Please remember in your dua the people of Syria, especially the people of Ghouta, who are going through a lot of suffering at this time, as there are other people who are suffering, people of Palestine, people of Afghanistan, people of Kashmir, and many other places, but this is the suffering that is going on, especially at this time. Pray for them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ease their difficulty and their suffering. Also pray for our brother, Dr. Tariq Ramadan, who is in jail in France. He is accused, but without any decision of the court about his crime. They just put him in jail, and not only in jail, they put him in the maximum security jail, where he is isolated from everybody. His family cannot visit him. And he has some ailments. He is not well, and they don't even allow doctors to visit him. So he is in great difficulty. Please pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless him and give him the release. There is a movement for signing petition, Free Tariq Ramadan, that is available on Shura Council's website and other places. Please sign that so that we express at least our support. He visited us here at the Islamic Society. He was in our fundraising programs of the Orange Crescent School. He published many books. He is a great speaker and a great influence of the youth of Europe, especially in France and in Switzerland, and he was teaching in England at Oxford University and other places he has been teaching. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help him and bless him. Inna Allah wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabi ya ayyuhalladhina amanu sallu alayhi wa sallimu taslima. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala abdika wa rasulika Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa ala man tabi'ahum bi ihsanin ila yawmiddin, khususan ala al-khulafai al-arba'a أبي بكر وعمر وعثمان وعلي وعلى السيدين الشهيدين أبي محمد الحسن وأبي عبد الله الحسين وعلى أمهما فاطمة الزهراء وعلى عماه المعظمان المكرمان عند الله والناس الحمزة والعباس وعلى سائر الصحابة والتابعين ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين وعنا معهم بفضلك وكرمك يا أكرم الأكرمين ويا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين، اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين، اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين، اللهم اجمع كلمة المسلمين وأصلح شأنهم وأصلح أمورهم وأصلح ذات بينهم. اللهم اجعلنا هداة مهتدين غير ضالين ولا مضلين. اللهم إنا نسألك العفو والعافية والمعافاة الدائمة والفوز بالجنة والنجاة من النار. عباد الله رحمكم الله، إن الصلاة تنهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر ولذكر الله أكبر فأقيموا الصلاة.
الله أكبر الله أكبر، أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله، أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة، حي على الفلاح، قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر الله أكبر، لا إله إلا الله.
استووا استقيموا. Please make straight lines. Be close to each other. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. أقم الصلاة لدلوك الشمس إلى غسق الليل وقرآن الفجر إن قرآن الفجر كان مشهودا ومن الليل فتهجد به نافلة لك عسى أن يبعثك ربك مقاما محمودا وقل رب أدخلني مدخل صدق وأخرجني مخرج صدق واجعل لي من لدنك سلطانا نصيرا وقل جاء الحق وزهق الباطل إن الباطل كان زهوقا وننزل من القرآن ما هو شفاء ورحمة للمؤمنين ولا يزيد الظالمين إلا خسارا وإذا أنعمنا على الإنسان أعرض ونأى بجانبه وإذا مسه الشر كان يئوسا قل كل يعمل على شاكلته فربكم أعلم بمن هو أهدى سبيلا. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو عالم الغيب والشهادة هو الرحمن الرحيم. هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر سبحان الله عما يشركون. هو الله الخالق البارئ المصور له الأسماء الحسنى يسبح له ما في السماوات والأرض وهو العزيز الحكيم. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. Please remember in your dua Brother Sulaiman Mansoor, Brother Yunus Muhammad, Brother Zishan Khamsani, and Brother Kamal and Sister Nemat Kamal. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them shifa. And also make dua for maghfirah for Brother Wasim Siddiqui and 15-year-old Ahad Shaykh, Sister Farisha Hussain, and Manzoor al-Haq passed away last Friday in Bangladesh. Please make dua for him and for, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless them and bless their families with patience and steadfastness. اللهم اشف مرضانا وارحم موتانا واختم بالصالحات أعمالنا. اللهم إنا نسألك العفو والعافية والمعافاة الدائمة والفوز بالجنة والنجاة من النار. رب اغفر وارحم وأنت خير الراحمين. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه محمد وآله وأصحابه وأتباعه أجمعين برحمتك يا رب.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. A few announcements, folks. If you have double park, kindly remove your car so others can get to the workplace. And then, of course, you can come back and pray the sunnah, inshallah ta'ala. There's a table outside for the Rohingya refugees. Brother Muhammad is managing the table. Inshallah, there's an event on March 10th. It's a fundraiser for that cause. Dr. Muzammil, inshallah ta'ala, will be speaking. There's a number of scholars in that place. They have flyers out there. So please go ahead and purchase tickets and support this event, inshallah ta'ala. And do not forget to support ISOC as our mother masjid, our masjid always. I ask each and every one of us, please, $1 a day, inshallah ta'ala, to support and take care of our consistent expenses and things of that nature. Jazakallah khair. If you have a specific project that you can have for fundraising, please let us know. So we'd like to work with you together, inshallah ta'ala. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.